Hello there, this is James and you're watching Tixee Live. And a very good afternoon to all of you, and all of you a very happy Friday. In today's program, I want to have a quick chat about a rumor going around, or actually being published in the Wall Street Journal, which has given the market a little bit of hope. Plus, how this Twitter drama, which I've been talking about for almost 5 months, is simply not going away. But before we get into all of that, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research and do your own due diligence. And of course, know the risks at hand for entering any trade. With that out of the way, let's get started. So, there's rumors going around that the Fed might start cooling down a little bit, because the Wall Street Journal has reported that some members of the Fed are ready to slow down in its interest rate hikes in December. I mean, the general expectation that in November, which is next month, they will do the 75 basic point rate hike. But there is a report, there is an argument or a debate going on amongst members of the Fed, and there's quite a few of them now saying, no, 75 is fine in November, but December, let's take, let's turn down the pressure cooker. Let's, be a little bit more gentle on the interest rate hikes. And like I say, I mean, realistically, the market had anticipated, after obviously we had the shocking CPI a couple of weeks ago, US CPI, which came in 8.2% year on year, but more worryingly was the core, which came in at 6.6% year on year, which is shocking. So everybody then started thinking, okay, they're not getting on top of inflation. So what they're going to do, they're going to do 75 in November and 75 in December. But now they're thinking, this report is true, then it is a bit of a sign of a potential Fed pivot. Anyway, the knock-on effect of this report and these rumors going around is that the S&P's got a bit of a boost, and the market in general has got a bit of the boost, because obviously if we have got the Fed slowing down on interest rates, then the concerns of falling into recession lessens slightly. But let's have a quick look at the S&P 500. I mean, this is on a 30-minute chart. And as you can see, on the back of these rumors, it's actually currently trading slightly higher at 3,700. Oh, thank you ever so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. But like I say, yeah, so we got the S&P 500 currently trading at 3,706 points. So it's got a bit of a boost on this. I mean, how true these rumors are, it's rumors, isn't it? But let's have a look. I mean, on a day, I mean, if it does, it means it would end the week with gains. If we have a look at it where it was, we've had 2 days of losses, but we have to end the week on a bit of a gain. So it's going to be quite interesting. If we have a quick look at the NASDAQ as well and see how the NASDAQ is doing on the back of this, because don't forget, the NASDAQ is going to have its own worries today. That's something I'm going to talk about in a minute. NASDAQ as well, a bit of a boost as well on the back of this. The currency market as well has got a bit of a boost. If you look at the Euro's got a boost, because obviously they start slowing down interest rate hikes, then guess what? It's going to weaken the dollar. So this is the thing. So the euro is doing slightly well. And the cable, which we looked at this morning, which was having a horror day. Yeah, horror day with all that political mess going on. It's also got a bit of a boost on the back of this. So that's currently trading at 1.1197. So everything's got a bit of a boost on this rumor. But like I say, it's rumors at the moment. But saying that, don't forget, a couple of months ago, the Fed slipped a story to the Wall Street Journal that they were going to raise interest rates by 75 basic points, like sort of preparing the market. And because the market at that point, before the Wall Street Journal said, oh, by the way, the Fed's going to do 75. The market assumed it's going to be 50. So is this, again, another attempt by the Fed to slip in a story into the market, to the Wall Street Journal, go through the Wall Street Journal to slightly warn the market of what they might do next? Anyway, it'd be interesting to see. But anyway, moving on. Twitter drama continues. It really does. And I've been talking about this whole purchase now for about 5 months. Because here's the thing. Don't forget, we had Musk this morning. He said that when he does take over, he wants to get rid of 75% of the workforce at Twitter within the first couple of months. That was pretty bad news. But now there's more stuff developing on this. Musk's takeover bid could be subject to a US security review. So they're starting to dig in all his companies because obviously over the last couple of weeks, he's shown quite a strong sort of alignment with Russia. So they think he could potentially, obviously, be a security concern. So that's going to really scupper the deal again, potentially as well. And don't forget this deal, this $44 billion purchase of Twitter is supposed to be completed on Friday, the 28th of October. So next week. And like I said before, this story, this Twitter drama is simply not going the way. On the back of this, of course, and we'll look at Twitter as well, it's pressured. It is under pressure, but so is other social media platforms as well, which we'll pull up in a minute, down because of Snap's disappointing earnings report yesterday. So yeah, we've got a bit of gloom on the social media platforms. Let's have a quick look at a couple of them now. Start off with Twitter, as we're talking about it, or start off with Twitter. As you can see, on the back of obviously what Musk said earlier on about letting go of 75% of the workforce, and now this potential security review, it opened with a gap, and you currently see it's trading at $50.11. It closed around the $52.35. The Snap story, let's see, have a look how that is driving all the other social media platforms as well. We start off with, say, let's have a look, let's look at Facebook. Again, that's pressured, under pressure because of the Snap development, currently trading at $128. It closed around just above $131. So that's under threat. We have a look at Google as well. Again, Google not so bad as the other one. Didn't open with a gap, but it's slightly pressured, currently trading at $97.80. I really thought I will maybe stop talking about Twitter. I had hoped so. It was finished and it was done with, but clearly I'm not finished talking about it. Anyway, what a week this week has been. What a week this week has been. Let's start off with Monday. The new UK Chancellor, obviously he replaced Kwasi, Jeremy Hunt. He came in, and on Monday, he reversed all the tax cuts which was proposed and said, no, we're not going to do that. In fact, we're going to look at raising taxes and generate some additional income. And it calmed everybody down. It calmed the market down, but only temporarily. Only for a little while. And then what else happened? We had Netflix and chill. They released their revenue. Their earnings report came in a lot better than anticipated. They, in fact, increased their subscribers by 2.5 million. Original anticipation was they're just going to increase it by 1, but they increased it by 2.5. That was good news. Tesla's turn, but Tesla was disappointed the market. It was worse than anticipated. Dollar yen trading at levels around 90, not seen since 1990. Where is it now, actually? Yeah, trading at 151.28. It's come a little bit down, obviously, because of the story we're talking about the Fed. But yeah, trading at levels not seen since 1990, and still no sign yet of the BOJ intervening. Then we had Liz Truss. She resigned. The lettuce out survived her. And then today, of course, complete political turmoil, which is now slightly in the UK, which has been slightly overshadowed by these Fed rumors and this incredible rumor, this incredible speculation that Boris Johnson, might put his hat in the ring to be the new leader. He'll come back as prime minister again, which is just gobsmacking to even think that could possibly happen. But what a week. But guess what? We've got another big week to come. Next week, we've got EU manufacturing PMI, UK services PMI, Bank of Canada interest rate decision, ECB interest rate decision, US durable goods, German GDP, and German CPI. So please come and join me for what's supposed to be another exciting week. In particular, I'm going to be very interested in the ECB interest rate decision. Will they do a 75 basic point rate hike? So please come and join me for that. I'll probably do, I might do a watch along for that as well, to be open with you. Markets, as they currently stand, FTSE in the red, negative 0.74%. DAX currently negative 1.46%. Eurostock 50 currently trading negative 1.46%. There we go. What a week. And it'd be really interesting to see if the Fed is indeed just sort of like, creeping it out there to Wall Street Journal to get it out to the market. It'd be really, really interesting to see. Don't forget, you can ask me questions anytime you wish, or simply say hello if you like. I don't think they could afford me. No, I wish. No. Thank you. I like my little tixee live shows, but thank you. But I really appreciate that. It's a really nice compliment to say. Thank you. Don't forget next week. Obviously, we've got the watch along. I've got a new series as well. I'm about to launch next week. New educational series next week. So keep an eye out for that. I'll tell you a bit more about that on Monday. So don't forget that. Don't forget, if you think of a question later, you can put it in the comment section, either on YouTube or Facebook. I will see them and I will reply to them next time I go live on air, which of course is on Monday at 8:30 a.m. UTC to cover the European session, and again on Monday at 2 p.m. UTC to cover the US session. So please come and join me for that. If there is no questions, not a problem. But I will say, if you're watching me on Facebook and you enjoyed this little video, by all means, give us a follow. If you're watching me on YouTube and you enjoyed this little video, subscribe if you like. Hit the notification button so you know next time when I'm going live. If you enjoyed this video, found it interesting and useful, and you put up with me, my over-the-top enthusiasm for the market, so I simply cannot help because I love the markets, then give me one of these. It's nice to know that you like what I do. Anyway, till next time, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever, so I do that bit again, in no way whatsoever should it ever be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research and do your own due diligence. And of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.